right.
Okay, the long-awaited time is here.
Let me tell you. Okay, number one. Hi everyone, my name is Ann Kanyera, and we are here for the long-awaited battle of whether to rent or to buy.
Of course, this is your boy, your realtor, your trusted realtor from Hyso Properties. My name is Ebenezer, and this is where you get value in everything that you listen to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you want to start the battle, or do you want to give us maybe before I finish you with this discussion?
Okay.
Maybe you can do me a favor and tell me what Hyso is all about, because after this it's just gonna go downhill. Yes.
So anyway, these Hyso Properties, what we do is actually we sell property that is in land. We sell land, we sell housing, and we also construct for you. So if you're interested in any of those things, we are the number one choice for that.
All right. So today, being one of our areas is selling of apartments or dealing in housing, today we want to demystify one of the few questions that come to us. Do we buy? Do we rent? What are the benefits of buying? What are the benefits of renting? So here we decided to do a battle. And I am team renting. I don't know how many are with me in terms of you opt to rent, and how many are with Ebenezer here. So we want Team Ebenezer and Team Ann to vote to see who is going to win. Oh yes, today we are finishing Team Buy. Team Buy, we are finishing Team Buy. So Team Rent, please be with me. Let's go, let's dish out all these points. Any debate ya kushinda.
Please, guys, do not be misguided by Ms. Kanyera here. Of course, what you need to do is to vote on purchasing your own home. I mean, what else can you do? What is the best gift that you can give yourself apart from owning your own home? Somewhere to stay, somewhere to bring up your family. I believe that is the most sensible thing to do. So anyway, going forward, who is for buying, who is for renting? Let the voting begin.
Yeah, let the rumble. How did we say it? Let's get ready to rumble. All right, but before we get to the rumbling and the fighting and the battle, we want to also keep reminding you that this live right here is powered by Hyso Properties, the number one real estate company, and of course we are a culture of trust. And welcome very much. This is our very first live recording here in our office at International House, Nairobi. If you're anywhere in the world, anywhere across Kenya, you are getting us live from International House. And by the way, we have other branches. Maybe you can tell us about the branches that we have?
Of course, our main branch is at International House. This is just next to Mamangina Street, next to Hilton Hotel. That is where we are, on second floor. You'll find us there. Our next branch is in Nakuru, Tower 1, in that floor. That's where you'll get our next branch. Our other branch is in Kisii, Madson's Plaza, on the mezzanine floor. All watu wa Kisii, I hope mnatusikia mahali gaki.
I don't even know if that's a greeting, is it?
No, I don't think it's a greeting.
What is it? It's just a saying, eh?
Yeah.
All right. Mbiori. Wow, yes. Mbiori, watu wa Kisii.
Mbiori.
And of course, you've forgotten one branch, which is in Olkalau,
oh, yeah.
Nyandarua. So we have 4 branches, and we look to having branches near you, so that we can be able to give you all the services that we offer close to you and near you.
And of course, during this holiday, which is jump holiday,
yes,
we are having some special offers. If you are there, you're shopping for some land, you're shopping for a house to live in, of course, we are number one choice. You can just text us on our DM, and we'll make sure that we call you immediately with a beautiful offer on our properties.
And as we speak about offers, I want to give you one of the best offer you can actually get right now in the market, and that is Malindi. Right now we have a beautiful, amazing fantastic, fantabulous project in Malindi where you can go and buy for your loved one to give for your children as their 18th birthday gift if you have a small baby, or if you want to gift your parents, or you want to gift your siblings, or if you want to do farming. So why not come to ISOP? And guess what? We are not doing 50 by 100s that we are used to. We are doing half an acre. That's the least you can get, and it's going for 449,000 Kenya shillings. And guess what? If you come right now, I can tell you what, if you take an acre and more than an acre, I can easily and comfortably give you at a very, very, very good price of like 700, 800, okay, 700 sour. I can give you at 700,000 per acre. Why not? Just rush. Come to ISO Properties, and of course you get all the best and affordable properties.
Yes, right here at ISO Properties.
Yeah.
We are now reaching our 10th year. We are now almost a decade in this industry, and we would like to appreciate our stakeholders who are our customers, and we appreciate this very much, because if it were not for your support, I believe we wouldn't be here. So going forward, let us know if you're there, you want to vote for me, if you are for purchasing property, or you are from
me, Team Rent.
Of course, I know that you are voting for Team Buy. So ding ding ding,
Ding,
let
ding,
the fight, let the battle begin.
Who starts first?
Ladies first.
Okay, I will not be easy on you. I want to fire the first shot. Now, let me tell you, and anyone can agree with me. When we talk about housing, apartments, or whatever, housing is broad. There are those people who live and rent bungalows, a 3-bedroom bungalow. So we're talking about housing. So now, let me ask you, assuming you're working in a company that can keep shifting you one town to another, do you think buying is a good option? For me, I would say the ease of relocating, the ease of, if I'm tired of staying in Kilimani and I want to go to Kiambu Road, or I want to go to, Ngong Road, for me, renting would be the best option, so that it would be easier for me to move. I wouldn't have to worry about, now that I have this house, what am I supposed to do? I leave this house and then go start renting another house. So for me, that is one of my strongest points, because I will be easy to move, and I sip some juice.
Okay,
Strong points there.
okay. I know, and you have a point. It is easy to move from one house to another, but
Thank you for supporting me.
let's remember that you're renting this house from someone who actually owns the house itself. Be it an apartment, be it a standalone unit, you will be a landlord to the person who is renting. So would you rather be a landlord, or would you rather be a tenant? For me, I'd rather be a landlord. Feel me?
Sips a bit of juice. No, I'm not gonna allow that defeat. Let me tell you, Nisawa, I agree with you that yes, it's good to be a landlord and not be, the tenant and all that. But then you're gonna be tied down. Well, I'm gonna be flexible. And then also, let's remember that when we are talking about renting, it's not as hefty as buying a house. Like, let's say a 3-bedroom house would be what, 6 million, depending on where it is, could be 6 and above. For buying, you'll have to have the exact 6 million, or maybe you're given a payment period of a few years or months, and the down payment would be like 4 million or 3 million or 2 million. But when it comes to renting, assuming a house is about 70,000, the same as that 3-bedroom would be 70,000. I'll have to just pay that 70,000 or maybe a month deposit, which would be what, 140,000. That is easy. That is easy. So for me, I'm also looking at it in the point of how much money am I going to spend when I'm going to enter into this kind of a commitment. You get? And for someone who doesn't have so much as compared to, what you need to buy an apartment, I would say it will be easier to rent a house. And they can be in any, shape, size and form, which means they can also come with different prices, which is easier. Yes.
I believe you can also get a house which is easier for you to actually purchase. The good thing about where we are as an industry in real estate. Financing real estate property has become a walk in the park. You can actually walk into KCB and you get financing, 90% financing of whatever property that you want to purchase. Be it a house that is 6 million shillings, actually KCB is going to finance you 100% if you're buying a property worth 6 million shillings. So what you're saying about a down payment, all that money you have to put together in order to purchase an apartment or some house somewhere. No, I think information is what is lacking in the industry, and that is something that all of us should know about. If you're able to pay the legal charges, you're able to pay the processing fee, you can easily purchase a house at the place of your choosing. So that is something that you should consider and you should always remember. But apart from that, I want us to talk to the ladies in the house. I know you're a lady. I don't know why you're not supporting me. Huh?
I have my own reasons. Yes. For me, I believe that you see, when you're also renting, there is the wear and tear. You get, there is wear and tear. We have children, and these children have decided that the walls are going to be their blackboards and whiteboards. They will draw each and every single thing. They will go and take the doors and start swimming with them like the monkeys they might want to be. Who does all those repairs?
No.
The landlord. Thank you very much for agreeing with me. I am not going to take all that burden. That is why we are very hard on saying tumetoa deposit. Because that is what is going to do all that work. But now when you have your house, it's you to carry the burden of all the maintenance, of all the repairs, of all the what. I don't have to carry that burden. And especially when we are talking to young people who are like in their early 20s, they have already started working and they're starting to save their good money, and they're thinking, do I buy, do I rent, do I want all this responsibility of making this maintenance and whatnot. I mean, I would really say renting is the best option. Yes.
No. I believe we are forgetting one thing. Purchasing land is both an emotional and also a logical thing to do. One thing is that people have an attachment on what they buy in terms of the house they buy. Remember, we are bringing up our kids in a house of our choice. So why not have that house as your own? You see, so that you can create memories in that kitchen. You can imagine cooking with your kids in that kitchen that you own. Yeah. You can imagine choosing a neighborhood where you want your family to live, an ideal area. That is the emotional aspect of it. And that is something that all of us want to envision, and that is something that all of us want to experience. We want our families to live in the place of their own, not moving around. Isn't that a bit difficult? Is that a bit challenging for the kids and family?
Let me tell you, Ebenezer, even if you're trying to really buy me into that idea of buying.
As a lady that
I'm not buying into it yet, even if you're making a very, strong and compelling case here. But I'm still saying, I still want to, because we are not yet, we are still in, especially someone who is still young, they haven't, decided where they want to settle in. They are still, maybe they are just met with their boyfriend now, husband, they haven't even had children yet, or if they have, is that still tiny baby? There is no attachment yet. There is no attachment. One has been told, hey, you will go to be working in the Uko industry, ama Mombasa Road, ama Tupo Nakuru. What happens? They move.
But they have to rent the house, won't they?
That's what I'm saying. He rents. So renting becomes easy. Thank you very much for supporting me. Renting becomes the easiest option.
Merudi.
Are we back?
We are live. We're live and ready to go.
I would like everyone, if you're there, you are commenting. We are actually checking your comments.
Yeah, I'm checking on your comments. I want to see how many people are supporting me.
Have we checked? How many people do we have online?
Patricia is team buying. Myself, I am team renting. Well, Kim is team rent.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you for supporting me.
Patricia, thank you very much for team buying.
So it's a tie. It's a tie,
right?
It's a tie.
I also want them. You're there. Support your suggestions. Support your opinions. If you're for renting, if you're for buying, something where you want to say that renting is the way to go or buying is the way to go, and then let's discuss it.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that as ladies,
this guy is trying to beat me, and I'm not gonna let you beat me today.
as ladies in the house, I believe your man should somehow get you a house. Would you talk to your husband, talk to your boyfriend, and tell them that you guys need a house? Huh? Isn't that what you would like it? Yeah. I believe people. It's good that families are able to bring up their children in their own homes, in their own houses, and that is what we are pushing for. That is what I am pushing for you to have your own home and to bring up your kids the way you would like them to grow.
Okay. Well, guess what, Ebenezer? We can still rent apartments where. Case in point, whatever we have behind us, there are still options of renting. There are those who have bought. Fine, I am going to support you a bit in this one. There are people who have bought with us, right? But those people are renting to other people. Those people that are renting are still using or getting the same benefits with the ones who bought. Right? They still have the kids play area, they still have the swimming pool, they still get to enjoy the gym, they still get to enjoy the hall, the meeting area.
Owned by someone else.
Okay, fine, but they are enjoying it at that moment.
Okay. Yeah, I can see.
It's like I'm being defeated here. Guys, support me.
You can see the dilemma in this lady's eyes. As you can see, there is so much dilemma. Anyway, the property we are talking about is Green Zone Apartments, located at Kiambu Road. Beautiful, beautiful place. There's a kids play area. Yes. If your ladies in the house say whoo whoo. Yeah, there's a kids play area, so your kid will be having a very nice place to play. There is 3 levels of parking, so if you're having visitors, you'll be having ample parking. You'll be having 2 dedicated parkings for your car and probably your spouse's car. You will be having a hot water heater that is solar powered, and we are talking about what? The Green Zone Apartments that are going for only 9.9 million shillings. And because you're there and you're live, we will be giving you a very nice discount. Just leave us a comment and we'll make sure that we contact you immediately. So what we have are 3-bedroom apartments with master en suite and another bedroom en suite. We also have an SQ that comes with the house, a very large living area, very big sizable bedrooms, large windows for affordable lighting, and this is the place you would like to live. So back to our very hot topic.
So that was a commercial break.
Would you rather buy?
So that was a commercial break. So that you can put me in the corner and finish me.
No. I know our listeners, our viewers are very, very knowledgeable and sensible people. I know that you're leaning towards purchasing property. So back to you, Anne. What do you think about buying or renting?
I'm still with renting.
Okay.
Because now, let me ask you about a Gen Z who is here trying, has already started now, they can hustle, they have just been employed in a very good company, they are earning good money. What are you supposed to like? They don't have enough money to like buy their own house right now, but they can be able to rent. Is there another option then? Okay, let me try and see where I can meet you halfway. Do we have an option of someone can rent, then they can own that house later?
Oh yes. There are numerous rent-to-own options that are there, but at the same time, there are numerous financing options that are there. It really depends on the area that you live. and the opportunities that you have within that specific area. Of course, if you're within Nairobi, you have so many options when it comes to purchasing properties. Like what we are selling, someone can comfortably buy, and it is able to be financed very comfortably by the financial institutions. These are the banks and the circles. Mind you, the government has supported affordable housing. According to UN, we have a deficit of 200,000 homes per year. And this is something that accumulates every year. So the government is pushing towards people owning their own homes, because this is the most sensible thing to do. So if you're there and you are a Gen Z, start aspiring to get your own home, because that is the right financial move. Yeah.
Wow.
Are you still convinced that you should be renting, or do you want to buy one of our properties? Miss Canuera.
But okay. I still have at least one more point that I feel like I still think that renting is still, one of the easiest way to go other than buying. And that would be financial predictability. I know that every month I'm required 20,000 or 30,000 or 40,000. I know that is what I'm supposed to be putting aside for my rent. But when it comes to buying, I may not have the whole amount. And I know you will say again the financial institutions, but sometimes they can vet you and they say you're not eligible to get the loan. Then what happens? See, then I stick to the renting. Cindy.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for agreeing. Thank you. He has supported me. Finally.
It's good. Your dreams are valid. I can see where you're coming from. Everyone's dreams are valid. You may not have enough money to raise the 9.9 million shillings. You may not be eligible to purchase that unit at that particular time. But remember, if you're living in an area where you can actually buy land and then construct later, that would be a very good option for you.
Oh yeah, and then also we have land.
Yeah, also we have land. Like for instance, we have some very good land in Nakuru. Would you like to tell them about that?
Oh yes, so listen, as much as I'm talking about us renting, believe me, as much as I'm talking about renting, we also need to get something, a piece of our own, a piece that you can say, this is my space. So I'm giving you that option by bringing to you Viwandani Estate, which is in Nakuru City. That is along Eldoret Nakuru Highway at Sobea.
Yes, at
Sobea. And that is right opposite Simba Cement. And it's only 1.5 kilometers from the main tarmac to where our lands are. And guess what? 50 by 100 plots going for only 649,000 Kenya shillings. And that's a deal.
That's a deal.
That's a deal.
I'm going to give you the history. I know we are deviating a bit, but it's good that I give you the history.
No, at least you're giving me an option. And me and the hundreds of thousands who are watching and are thinking, okay, Sawa, I may not have the money to buy right now a house worth 9.9 million shillings.
Okay.
My goodness. I'm saying it on behalf of them, They don't have that much money. But they would say, okay, is there another option? Can I look into how I can get maybe a land that I can afford for now? Then we can talk construction. And we are talking to Gen Zs and millennials, some millennials. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. You would be surprised. A lot of Gen Zs are getting into homeownership because they are starting with actually the studio apartments. Yeah, people are starting with studio apartments. Let me give you an example. We have a very nice unit in Nakuru going for only 1.85 million shillings. This is something that a Gen Z can actually afford.
Yeah.
Another thing is that this is something that the financial institutions are actually ready to finance. So you find that you're paying less than 30,000 shillings per month for that unit. If you go through financing. So there are a lot of options when it comes to how you can handle the question of home ownership. And this is something that this is a discussion that we are having today. I know right now you, our follower there, thank you to Patricia for voting for us. I want you to vote. You either rent, you either buy. But of course, if you're renting, I think you're making the wrong choice. Be the person who is willing to purchase their own home, and that is in support of myself, Ebenezer from Highsell Properties.
And as well as Ebenezer is trying to say that buying is the right option, and I'm kind of also being pulled, but I want to ask one question. Yes, you've said there's the option of, and I like that idea that you brought up, that there are houses worth 1.8 million shillings, and they can even be able to pay that with like an equivalent of 30,000 per month, and which is what an average Nairobian is paying for rent, right?
Yeah.
So you get a ready house, alafu unaingia kwa hiyo nyumba, then you can be paying the equivalent of your rent to pay for the house that you'll be living in. That is an option that I would actually check. Thank you very much. I like that idea. So that is what we would have started with.
Welcome to the team of purchasing their own homes.
Listen,
okay.
I have another question.
Yeah.
Because this is a question I was asked earlier as I was preparing for this battle that I thought I was going to win. But I still think I am still holding on to the point that I am still going to win. Someone asked me, what if you're saying that we buy these apartments, what of those people who are renting, going to Kilimani, renting houses, and they're doing Airbnb and they're getting return on investment through that business of Airbnb? And the same people, and then there is another one who will buy and then rent to a second party, rent. And they'll be like, the one who is renting and putting an Airbnb is having more money than the one who bought and now is renting to someone else. What would you tell that person?
First of all, that guy must be a very smart guy.
Okay.
So, big up to anyone who is into the Airbnb business and you're making your money from there. That's kudos to you. One thing that you must understand is that the amount of money you're making through the Airbnb is well enough. It can finance your purchase for that particular house. So what are you missing on? You're missing on you actually owning your own business. Right now what you're doing is listing someone else's property for your own business. But kudos to anyone who is in Airbnb. If you are participating in the Airbnb business, please andika hapo Airbnb and give us a few snippets on what you do and whether you would rather buy or rent your own space when it comes to that.
It's like you came to this battle very well prepared. Yani I thought that was big. You see, I even left it to be the last one, Ati ndio ikuwe ndio kufinish kumalo. You're just finishing me.
Okay.
Mr. Producer, this guy came to he didn't come to play. Okay. He didn't come to play.
We didn't come here to play, man. We didn't come here to play. But what we are saying is that you should own your own space. If you're there and you would like to own your own house, you can kindly contact us. You can leave us a comment. You can on our live below. You can send us your number on our DM, and we'll make sure that we will contact you, and we'll make sure that we cater to your needs as Highsell Properties.
Oh yes, and of course we are a culture of trust. And yes, at the look of things, I might be losing this topic and this battle, and the way I was prepared, I was ready to fight to the death. Yeah. The death is mine.
Okay.
No, but honestly, this is what I would say to any person, young, old, older, is that ownership of property is personal. Is about you. It's about what you want for your family. It's about what touches your heart. It's about what you have just said. You want to see that your children are growing in their own space, in a place where they can call their own. Have you seen these movies where kids growing up in their own home, they are always that the corner of the house where they are being marked, where their heights and all that, and that is not just, it may look simple, it may look, like just a normal thing to do. But let me tell you, when you get older and you go back there and you look at the markings from where you started marking yourself or your parents were marking you at, that's when you realize, oh my God, I have really grown.
Time moves so fast.
Time moves so fast. You understand? So, as much as I would say renting is easy and is easier for most of us as Kenyans or anywhere wherever we are, it is always and it is vital that we all own something that we can call our own, something that you can hold a title for and say, this is mine, it's under my name. And you are saying that, yes, you can do your Airbnb, you can do your businesses, you can even buy and rent it out to someone, but it is yours. And at the end of it all, it's yours.
It's yours, it's yours.
Right?
Also, that property serves as security.
Yep.
If you decided that you would go the investment way, you want to continue purchasing property, remember there is refinancing bit. You can use that particular property as security to purchase some other property that you are eyeing somewhere else. So even if you start with one property and you live in that house for like 5 years and you want to buy some other property, maybe move into that better property, then you can use the property you bought before to finance the next purchase that you're having. So there is so much to learn when it comes to real estate investment and home ownership. And Highsop Properties is the best place to listen to this and to learn. And
we're here to guide you through. But before we continue, I would like to know, are there any questions coming in? Are there, but our director, tell us.
Well,
shoot some of the questions that are there.
Some of the questions were, let me tell you. Okay, do you offer site visits?
Yes, we do. We usually have site visits, especially if you're in Nakuru.
Yeah.
Site visits are daily. From our office in Tower 1, they will take you to our Viwandani estate land. If you're in Nairobi, we do that every Wednesday and every Saturday. If you're in Nairobi or you're wherever you are, you come to Nairobi, you want to go to Malindi, we will take you every Saturday for a site visit. Actually, this Saturday we are also taking people to Malindi.
To Malindi, we are flying people straight to Malindi.
Yeah.
So if you're there, you want to come see our property, be it in Nakuru, be it in Malindi, be it here in Nairobi, you want to see some of our apartments, you are very welcome to kindly contact us and we'll make sure that you see our beautiful, beautiful property that we are offering.
Remember, we also have Kisaju here in Nairobi.
We have Kisaju.
We have very amazing plots in Kisaju going for 649,000. Imagine, so easy to get that. You can only get that here at Highsop Properties. Some other question?
Shiko Pinto asked, what are your mortgage terms now that you've mentioned about financing?
Okay. What happens is that our apartments are financing ready. This means that they are ready for occupation. You can actually purchase this apartment and you relocate to that apartment. You can start living in that apartment immediately. This means that the documentation is ready. You can get the apartment financed by KCB. All you need to do is to go through the process. Of course, they will look at your financial statement. They will look at your background. They will vet you if you are eligible for financing. Then they will give you 90 to 100% financing of that particular property according to the agreement you have with the bank. We have an MOU with KCB. We have our partners at Tower Sacco, and all the other banks are ready to finance. So if you're there and you are very willing to purchase our property, or you're a bit curious on what we are offering, you can just contact us on 0707 666 000 and we'll make sure that we get back to you immediately. Bona producer, what else are people asking?
They're asking for the office location and opening times.
All right, let me handle that. I will repeat again. Right now, where we are in our office, our main office
at International.
Our main office at International House, second floor. That is in Nairobi, Mama Ngina Street. Nakuru, we are at Tower 1, third floor. In Olkalau, we are at Highsop House.
Yes.
At Kisii, we are in Magson's Plaza, mezzanine floor. Opening time is 8 a.m. and we close by 5 p.m. except Nairobi, where we close by 4 p.m.
Here's a question
Right?
for team buying. Amy asked, if I decide to buy an apartment and decide to make it on Airbnb, do you help in getting customers for the house or do you manage it?
Thank you, Amy. Amy, I know Amy is one of our very dear associates who is very willing to purchase a property from us. Thank you very much. So, Amy, if you decided to purchase our property, one of the things we are going to do, we are going to give you the feasibility study for that particular area so that you are making a very sensible and financial decision when you're making your purchase. So you're able to know the returns on investment if you're renting it out. You're able to know the return on investment if you are looking to put up an Airbnb. So this is the information that we have for you. It will take you a very short period of time to recoup your money if you're doing it over Airbnb. And of course, if you are doing it just for rental, it will take you a bit longer, but of course, you are going to make a very sober financial decision. All you need to do is to contact us and we are going to take you through the process and you'll make this decision with us.
Actually, let me also help you in this. And I don't know why I'm doing this because I'm team rent, but green zone apartments, the ones that we have, the houses that we have remaining are already occupied.
Yeah.
So when you buy those apartments right now, you start earning the rental income immediately.
Immediately, yeah.
So yes, we do get you your clients. Yeah.
Could you expound more on Airbnbs? That's a Chantel Tisha asking. She's asking like in terms of the returns on money.
The returns, okay, you see, now I may not get so deeply into the Airbnb business because that was someone else's idea of what they are doing, and this is what they said. Them they are renting, and that was one of my points on supporting that renting can also help in terms of I can rent an apartment and using that apartment that I'm renting, I will not stay there. But instead, I would rather furnish it and make it as an Airbnb, which will pay its own rent and leave me some money. You get, leave me some income. So it is good to, as part of supporting the rent team, that is one of the ideas that I have. And by the way, I'm saying that through someone I know. I'm talking about someone I know, and I know for sure they have tried and tested. They have done it, and they're getting very good return on investment. Believe me, yes, they are.
I could also add into that. Do you know that you could actually purchase a unit at Green Zone, you furnish it, and you rent it out at 150,000 shillings per month.
Wow.
Yeah. You can actually do that.
Wow.
And whereas your mortgage is an average of 100,000 shillings, if you have already purchased the unit, you'll be making a 50,000 shillings every month as
your profit.
Yeah. So you purchase the unit, you furnish it, and then you get a long-term tenant for a furnished apartment, and you are able to make your money through that. So that is a very sober decision. Thank you very much, Ashantel. If you're there and you're willing to get into the Airbnb business, then it is good that you just get in touch with us and we'll make sure that we can organize. We can even help you. We can help you set up something.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's another question. What about diaspora people? Can they buy apartments in Kenya and do they get the same terms?
And of course, to our diaspora clients, yes, you can purchase the apartment in Kenya. The procedure is more so the same. You come, take your apartment, you can go through financing. Of course, our banks have the finance, they have the diaspora desk, especially in KCB, in Tower Circle. We can actually organize a meeting with the diaspora desk and you'll be able to purchase a unit very comfortably.
And what about, and remember these people are in diaspora, how do they get to do that meeting?
Of course, we can have a live Zoom meeting with them. We can have a live tour of the apartment.
Okay.
So it's very easy. You can even send your friend, your relative to come view the property for you. So there are very many ways of going around it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think you should tell them that it's been done before.
Oh yes, we have done it. We
Yeah.
have done it before. Yeah.
It is something that is ongoing even
We
right
have
now.
We have a strong customer base in diaspora, by the way.
Yeah, a lot of people are